Hi, I'd like to talk to you today about a company called Cerule, a company responsible for building extraordinary lives. Cerule is a company that has developed a range of cutting-edge nutritional products that address the three most important areas of health, and that is your stem cells, your inflammation, and your circulation. Now we're going to start with the stem cells because the stem cell message is in fact very simple. And that is that your stem cells are your body's own repair system. And the more stem cells you have in circulation, the more repair those cells can do. And the more repair your body does, the healthier you become. And Cerule has developed a plant-based product that is clinically proven to increase your own circulating stem cells. So first of all, how do stem cells repair? Well, we have all these different tissues in our body, our lungs, heart, brain, liver, we've got eyes, we've got cartilage and muscles, etc. All of these tissues are made up of trillions of cells. And when those cells come to the end of their lifespan, or they become damaged through some sort of trauma, those damaged or dying cells, they send out a signal to the bone marrow. The bone marrow then releases these stem cells into circulation, which then travel through the body, they migrate into these tissues, and then they switch on the gene and become brand new cells of those tissues. And so this is how our body repairs. So when an eye cell dies off, it sends out the signal to the bone marrow releases that stem cell, and then the stem cell finds its way to the eye and then turns into a brand new eye cell to support your vision. If you dropped a brick on your toe, those damaged cells in your toe send out signals to the bone marrow. The stem cells then get released. They travel through circulation to the toe and they turn into brand new skin cells, ligament cells, cartilage cells, blood vessel cells, nerve cells. Whatever your body needs to repair the toe, that's what those stem cells will become. So as cells die off in the body, they're being replaced, and this is where we get what we call our cellular turnover. This is where every 5 days we've got a new intestinal lining because cells have died off and they've been replaced. Every 3 to 5 years we've got a new liver and a new pancreas. That's because those cells die off and they're being replaced. A new lung every 4 to 5 years, a new heart every 15 to 20 years. And this is the same for all these different organs in the body. So if your stem cells are working so fantastically to do this and repair and replace and regenerate your body, why do we need a product to actually help support this? It's because one of the main things is our aging. As we age, the numbers of circulating stem cells declines. The bone marrow becomes stickier, if you like. So the release rate starts to slow down. So by the time we're 65 years old, we've only got 10% of the circulating stem cells we had when we were 5 years old. So this is why when you're a child, if you have a cut or an injury, it only takes a matter of days to heal. Whereas when you're in your 40s, it might take a week to 10 days to heal. And then in your 60s and 70s, the same injury could take 2 to 3 weeks to heal. That's because we have less circulating stem cells in our body. And there's other factors like stress, poor sleep, toxins, poor diet, too much, too little exercise, and of course illness itself can actually cause stress on the body that then reduces our body's ability to release those stem cells from the bone marrow. So some researchers went out and they found out that when they looked at someone with macular degeneration, with Parkinson's, with diabetes, with multiple sclerosis, with heart disease, with arthritis, what they found is when they measured those circulating stem cells in those people that had an illness against a group of people that didn't have an illness, who were relatively healthy people, what they found was that people in a disease state usually have less than half the circulating stem cells than a healthy person. So if you think about this, you and I could be losing the same amount of eye cells as somebody with macular degeneration. But if our stem cells are working properly, we'll replace those cells and our vision won't deteriorate. We're losing the same amount of brain cells as somebody with Parkinson's, but because our stem cells are working properly, those cells are being replaced, and therefore we're not getting the Parkinson's. And that's the same for around about 74 different illnesses now that are all categorized as stem cell disorders, because they're all about the body's breaking down faster than it can repair itself. And thanks to Cerule, they developed a product called Stem Enhance Ultra for your stem cells, so that when you take 2 capsules of Stem Enhance, 60 minutes later you have a 34% increase in the amount of circulating stem cells. So you're not taking stem cells, you're taking a plant that actually helps to release your stem cells from your own bone marrow. So when you release these stem cells, they can become heart cells, kidney cells, cartilage, lung cells, brain cells, eye cells, pancreatic, liver, muscle cells. In fact, your stem cells turn into these different cells in your body, and you get better of whatever that tissue becomes. So on a physical level, those stem cells can regenerate tissue in your body, but at a much deeper level, when those stem cells turn into the different glands in the body, they start secreting the right levels of hormones, because like stem cells can't turn into insulin, they can't turn into dopamine, they can't turn into T3, T4 thyroid hormone, but they can turn into the tissue that creates these hormones. So on one level, yes, we're getting this physical repair of the body, this regeneration of the body, but at a much deeper level, once we're actually secreting these hormones and stuff in the right balance, we get a much better overall harmony, a overall better functioning of the body. So that's what stem cells do in your body. They repair, they regenerate, and they can really affect us at a much deeper level. Now, cellular nutrition versus stem cell nutrition. Now, everybody's probably taken some vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. We eat food that contain those things. There's other things like superfoods, your sprouts. All of these sorts of things are for your existing cells in the body. You have to feed, nourish, protect the cells in your body. And so all of these things are what we call like fertilizer. So it's like having a back lawn. You put compost on your lawn, you fertilizer, you aerate your lawn, you water your lawn, and you've got all this really nice grass there. But then one day you wake up and there's a dead patch. And no matter how much fertilizer you put on there, no matter how much water you put on there, you're not going to grow new grass. You need new seed to grow the new grass. And that's what the stem cell nutrition is all about. That's all about putting down that new grass and regenerating and growing new tissue in your body. Supporting that repair process. So no matter how much food and nutrition you take in, those cells in your body are still going to die at the end of their lifespan. So you can feed your body the perfect, balanced nutritional diet that you need. You can be taking the best, strongest antioxidants to protect those cells in your body. But no matter how much you do of that, those cells eventually get to the end of their lifespan, and it's only your stem cells that will replace those dying cells with a brand new cell. And that's where the Stem Enhance is so important for your body. Because we all know that everybody wants to sleep better, wake feeling refreshed, better mental clarity, feeling more energized, and they want to exercise better. We've spoken a bit about how we can regenerate tissue and illnesses and disease, etc. But ultimately, once our body's been able to repair itself, we then want to maintain a level of health. And this is where the idea that you don't have to be sick to benefit from stem cell nutrition. Stem cell nutrition is about keeping your body healthier for longer. I don't want to have to regenerate my health and then maintain it. I want to maintain a higher level of health all the way through the rest of my life. And that's why I take Stem Enhance every day. I'll be taking it forever, because I don't want my body to degenerate. I want to replace as many of those cells that are dying off as possible. So that's our Stem Enhance and stem cell part there. Now onto the Cyactiv for systemic inflammation. This Cyactiv helps to balance whole body inflammation. It helps to neutralize free radicals in your body, and it also clinically proven to reduce that inflammation. So it's a really important product for the systemic inflammation in your body. And we've got Cyactiv Joint for discomfort and mobility. So it helps to reduce local inflammation, it reduces swelling, increases mobility and flexibility, and it's also clinically proven to reduce discomfort within 6 days. And then we have Plasma Flow for circulation. This helps to improve circulation, it reduces oxidative stress, it helps to reduce fibrin, and fibrin is the sticky stuff within the blood vessels that helps to block those up, so your circulation isn't as good. By the time we reach 29 years old, we're all having significant build-up of this fibrin within our blood vessels. And this Plasma Flow also helps support the integrity and the actual health of the blood vessels themselves. So to give you an idea about what product combinations you can use, Stem Enhance Ultra is always the foundation of our health, because it's the only thing that will actually help to increase those circulation of the circulating stem cells, and then to increase that actual repair of your body. Now, if you've got some chronic inflammation going on in your body, then you can add in some Cyactiv. If you've got joint pain, mobility issues, then you can add in some Cyactiv Joint. And of course, if you have circulatory problems as well, then you could add in some Plasma Flow. But just remember that the Stem Enhance Ultra is always the foundation. Is that our products do not treat, cure, diagnose or help with any medical condition. The only thing that Stem Enhance Ultra does is to support the release of the stem cells from the bone marrow into circulation. And once they're in circulation, that's when the magic happens. So here's some real people with some real results. We've got reversal here of some macular degeneration. A lady, her eye cells were dying off through here and here, and they weren't being replaced because she was having less circulating stem cells. So what happened is she started taking some Stem Enhance Ultra. She took 2 capsules twice per day, and over 4 months those stem cells turned into eye cells and her macular degeneration went away. Another gentleman here, he's 81 years old. 81 years old, he hasn't got very many stem cells in circulation. He's got cartilage cells that are dying off that aren't being replaced. He's got poor bone density, so bone cells that are dying off that aren't being replaced. So he was going in for an evaluation for a knee replacement. He was put on the waiting list, and so in the meantime he took 2 capsules of Stem Enhance twice per day, and over 7 months, because he's now got more stem cells in circulation, they turned into cartilage cells and they turned into bone cells. So his stem cells went to his knee and his bones and regenerated that tissue, so he was then told that he no longer needed a knee replacement. Here's someone with shingles, very concerned gentleman. He was told that that shingles could go into the eye and he could go blind in that eye. So after a couple of weeks, he's goes slowly improving, still got lots of pain, the burning, the itching going on. So we got him onto the Stem Enhance, and just 13 days later, all that repair had happened. But not only that, not only did the stem cells go to where that acute injury was, but the stem cells also went to his nails. He got stronger nails, his flexibility improved, his energy improved, his hair started to grow back, grow thicker and darker. So your stem cells will go where your body needs them, regardless of where we want them to go. So yeah, that was a really good result there. Now, this guy here had a build-up of fibrin, poor circulation, and not enough stem cells. So this guy had an ulcer on his heel, and as we can see, this white tissue, the white skin here, is basically all blocked up with fibrin, no blood supply. And when there's no blood supply, there's no stem cells either. So he took some Stem Enhance Ultra and some plasma flow. The plasma flow cleaned out the blood vessels of all of that fibrin, which then allowed for better circulation of his stem cells, which then led to the ultimate repair of this ulcer. Now, he had had this ulcer for about 16 months like that, and just within 15 days it was well on the road to repair. So as you can see, Stem Enhance Ultra is beyond any supplement you've ever tried. No matter what supplement you've had before, it's all come under that category of some sort of fertilizer, where it's just feeding, nourishing the existing cells of the body. But Stem Enhance is really set apart because it actually helps to regenerate that tissue in your body. So get back in touch with the person that gave you this presentation and let them know where you would like to start with Zerul. Okay, thank you.